Hey guys, it is Armedfro here again. Got a match. This is a RU tiered match. This is versus Jewishaccountant. One of the most funniest names I have seen. But this is from Smoggin Battle Wi-Fi Finder. Smoggin Wi-Fi Battle Finder. There it is. Looking at his team. The only really threats I see are what is his freaking name? The water type. Can't think of his name right now. Him, Tangela. I'm not really scared of Braviary just because I have a lot of guys that can take him one-on-one, and all I need to do is really take out Tangela and set up with my Hitmonlee, and I should be fine. Actually, him or Lilligant. So here we go. I'm going to lead off with my lead Kabutops. This is a Suicide lead with Focus Sash, and it has Weak Armor, which I am starting to love. It's only worked once in my favor, but other than this happens. He goes for the Giga Drain. He leads up with the Tango, goes for the Giga Drain. I am down on my Focus Sash. I did set up Stealth Rocks, which is really good for me, just because his Golbat is going to take 25%. I go for the Stone Edge just because I thought I could just do some damage to him. It's just Stone Edge, Rapid Spin, Waterfall, and Stealth Rock. So my death goes down. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go into Sabrina, the Teenage Flower. I'm going to go for Sleep Powder. As I thought I wanted Tangela to sleep, but I get this Golbat. I'm like, you know what? I should be able to outspeed, so I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder again. Unless he's Scarfed, I should outspeed easily. I do, which is good, because now I can set up a free Quiver Dance, see what he's going to switch himself into. And he actually switches himself into Munara Pinkie Pie, which is, he doesn't look like a pony. But thinking here, he might go for the Light Screen. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Set up another Quiver Dance. After that, 2 Giga Drains should be able to take him out even with Light Screen. So he's actually going to go for the T-Wave here, which I'm slightly afraid of because now my speed is gone. But I do have the +2 in Special Defense, so I should be able to take it really easily. Take any hit that this guy deals, and I do have the Giga Drain. So I'm going to go for the Giga Drain here. I probably should have gone for the Hidden Power Rock, predicting it switches to his Braviary, which is what he does. But I'm going to go for the Giga Drain. Sadly, I get paralyzed, so he doesn't take a +2 Giga Drain. I mean, he is resisted, but Braviary does not have good special defense. So I decide maybe he'll go for the Bulk Up or the Sub or something, just so I could get a Hidden Power Rock off, but sadly, I die. But he does take a buttload from Brave Bird Recoil, and I'm going to go into Hitmonlee because this is the perfect chance to go for the Fake Out, just to maybe take him out, but he takes it pretty nicely. But I'm thinking here, you know what? I'm going to go for that Blaze Kick just because I don't want to miss the high jump kick. I should have Stone Edge instead of Blaze Kick, but you know what? In this game, it actually kind of works for me because now he switches into Dr. Noodles, which is his Tangela. I'm thinking if he misses the Sleep Powder, I'm looking pretty good because Blaze Kick does a pretty good chunk. But he actually goes for the Lead Seed. I'm like, oh gosh, dang it. Right here, the only thing I could really go for is another Blaze Kick. I could go for the High Jump Kick, but it's going to do pretty much the same amount. So, and High Jump Kick has less accuracy. But he's going to go for the Sleep Powder now. My Hitmonlee is asleep, which kind of sucks. But he's pretty much perfect sleep fodder. This whole game, Tangela is a big pain in my ass. But I'm going to Beals just because I know I could take any hit that he could dish at me, even if he goes for Lead Seed on Switch. He goes for the Giga Drain. Not going to do too much, but it does a pretty hefty junk to me. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp as he gets Lead Seed up. And in hindsight, at that point, I should have switched into Harry the Eighth, which is my Slowking, just because Toxic is more beneficial for me on him than Burn. So here, he's actually going to switch into his Muna, which is his Pinkie Pie, as I don't even know what I went for. Oh, I switched into my Hitmonlee, just to see if I could get a Fake Out. But yeah. Anyways, really bad matchup because I'm kind of asleep here, and he has a Psychic. So I'm going to switch back into my Beals, because just in case he went for the Psychic. But he actually goes for the Heal Bell, which is really bad because now his Golbat is awake. And his Tango is not burning anymore. But it is good because now I could Toxic him instead of burning him. So here, I'm going to go for the Pursuit, predicting him to switch out. And it does a pretty hefty chunk. But he actually goes with the T-Wave here, which is really weird because I do have... I mean, Spiritomb is known for having priority moves. So I don't know what he was doing, but I'm going to stick on the pursuit as he switches out. Really bad move, and I get the crit here. Pretty sure it mattered, but he would have lived with like minuscule HP, and he probably would have died to Stealth Rocks when he came in next time. So it didn't matter all too much, but now he's going to go into Gorbis. That's what his name is, Gorbis. As he's going to go for the Shell Smash. I decided to go for the Will-O-Wisp, just because residual damage on this guy is really good to have, and I'm pretty sure I could stall him out with Slowking. And I'm pretty much using my Spiritomb as death fodder here. I just realized at this point I don't have leftovers on him. I'm going to salve leftovers on him later. But here, I decided to go for the Sucker Punch because I am max attack. But he actually goes for another Shell Smash, which is even more beneficial to me. But it's really bad here if he goes for the Baton Pass. If he goes for a Baton Pass, that would suck. But if I get a Sucker Punch, it'll probably kill. So here, I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch. Just, you know what? I'm feeling Sucker Punch today, and it hits and it kills. Thank God, because that would have been a really huge threat if he Baton Passed or just swept through my whole team. So here, he's going to switch into his Tangela. He's going to go for the Leech Seed, as I just go for that Will-O-Wisp, hopefully burning him, but he misses, which is really sucky. But again, this Tangela is just a pain in my ass. This guy could have actually swept me with Tangela if he actually played it right. But luckily for me, he didn't. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I mean, I go for the Will-O-Wisp just because I want some residual damage on this guy. But I'm pretty much going to die next turn. So I'm just going to switch into my Slowking. I don't know why I actually switched. I probably should have used him as death fodder, gone for a Sucker Punch or something. But he gets a buttload of HP back. And here, I decided to go for the Slack Off because I know I'm slower. I want to see what he does. Hopefully, he'll switch predicting my Ice Beam, which sadly I don't have on this guy yet. After this battle, I just realized, okay, I'm going to put Ice Beam instead of Psy Shock on him. But I go for the Slack Off. Thought he would switch out, get a free Slack Off, but he actually goes for Leech Seed, which shows he's not scared of my Slowking at all, which is really bad for me. So here, I decide to switch out as he switches out as well into his Armaldo. As I'm going to switch out into my Hitmonlee, as it was death fodder at the time, but now I'm pretty sure he can't really do jack shit to me, just because I do resist both his stab moves. Rock and Bug are resisted by fighting, which is good for me, because now, but sadly he's going to go Rabbit Spin, set up his own rocks, which the late game rocks at this point isn't going to matter all that much. Just maybe my Beals dies to Stealth Rocks, but he was going to be death fodder anyway. So here he's going to switch into his Noodles as I wake up, go for that high jump kick, and it's going to do a pretty hefty chunk. A little more than Blaze Kick, but I decided to switch out here, switch into my Beals because I know I can't be sleep if I live, and if I die, whatever. So here, he actually switches out again, which is really weird, and switches into his Golbat. And I'm thinking here, oh crap. I'm going to go for the Sword Dance here, just to, you know what, get it set up. I should have Ice Punch instead of Crunch, but I do have the Waterfall with Sheer Force +2. It's just going to wreck this guy so hard. But that means Golbat's down, and the only really thing I have to worry about is this frickin' Tangela. So here I'm going to go for the Crunch, a +2 Crunch with Sheer Force. Isn't going to kill, and sadly he gets a lot of HP back from Giga Drain, which is really bad for me. But this does pose a threat to me just because I have nothing really to resist grass anymore, just because Lilligant is dead. But here I decided to go for the Fake Out, just because I want the damage from the Fake Out and I want the burn. Just because maybe a high jump kick will kill from this range. He actually is going to do the smart move, switch out into his Armaldo, which is his two last guys, as I go for the Blaze Kick. Not going to do that much, but I know I could take at least one X-Scissors or Stone Edge. He's probably going to go for the X-Scissors. I go for the high jump kick. It's going to almost kill, and his X-Scissors is almost going to kill me. If he has the Aqua Jet here, which he might have, it'll pretty much kill me and pretty much clinch the game, but sadly, he actually switches out into his Tangela here, which is a really weird move. I get the Blaze Kick off, and the burn. It's going to be able to 2-hit KO him easily from where he's at. I don't know why he didn't switch out. Well, I don't know why he switched out into Tangela, just because now I definitely have the game. So after this Blaze Kick, that's going to be game. So, very good game, Jewish Accountant. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay classy.